Good afternoon, everyone. Grumpity is on her way. She's coming from a different meeting. Give a few minutes for more people to show up. Howdy, Asterion. Okay, let's see. If you haven't seen, we threw out a blog post not that long ago, I think on Monday, that I'd like to use generally as the agenda today. If you haven't had a chance to read it, feel free. It's okay. We're going to go over most of this stuff today, so no need to. Our goal is to hopefully get posts out like that, probably on the Monday before each one of these, and make sure that we do have a good agenda and see if we can gather more people. They are most useful when we have lots of voices. Most of you agree with that. We also have a couple of things going on. We're trying really hard to get actual release notes up. And these would be very similar to the viewer release notes that we currently use, and we're doing it for web. So we've got a couple of engineers specifically working on that, and so that should hopefully keep everybody nice and up to date on what we're doing. That being said, still waiting to see if we get Grumpity, but let's just go ahead and move along here. Are there any big questions before I get going? Give you about a minute. Right, I don't have anybody typing, so I'm just going to go ahead. So last month, we did a lot, actually. A fair amount of it has been in the background, as per usual, bug fixes, quality of life stuff, but we are pretty excited about talking about the fact that we've got a lot of our services have now been either moved into the Amazon cloud or off of old third-party services that we were using and in-house, mostly so that we can then, well, or just, moved into a different place altogether. And the thing that's really exciting about this is not only are we going to continue doing that, and that it will provide us all sorts of flexibility, the ability to move faster, to integrate faster, to be more responsive to your needs, but also to ensure that we've got nearly 100% uptime, right? That we've, in particular, say profiles, for example, has been one of those things that tends to go down now and then, and honestly, that was something we didn't have a whole lot of control over. So this will allow us to be much better about stuff available. And the really exciting part is that it seems like no one has noticed. So I'm not going to tell you which services we've moved. That'd just be fun. You can guess, but there's been quite a few of them. And it just seems like everybody has been, yeah, woohoo, oh hum, which is exactly what we want. Second, we announced, what was that, last week or the week before, that name changes were coming. We can't talk a whole lot about that because some of the things that we are doing is actually still kind of up in the air, how we want to implement it, but I expect later in this meeting we'll have quite a few questions about it. So feel free. This is your chance to get a little bit more information there before we actually formally announce more. Particularly once Grumpity gets back. In fact, she was just talking about name changes when I left her. So, and then finally, we've got a lot of stuff coming out for the marketplace. In particular, wanted to re-highlight, since we have a larger group here, that we do have the store managers functionality that was released, I think, a couple of months ago. Really want to highlight that. It's one of the things that Gwendolyn worked really hard on. It's actually really cool. So we've been working hard to improve that functionality, make it more responsive, give the things that you guys need. If you do find that you need more from it, please, 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 and also submit a JIRA. That's the best way to get your requests taken care of. We do triage them every week. So you're not just screaming into the void, I promise. And that being said, there's a couple of other new things that we wanted to highlight. So the gifts received page, or received gifts, maybe I'm saying that in the other way around. That thing's super cool. It tells you all the things that all the gifts that you have received, where they came from, who bought them for you, any message that you would have had, and most importantly, options if they're available. So self-redelivery, super fun. And then also we are working on, we haven't quite gotten it out, but it's going to go out really soon, is some in-world notifications. So and these will be opt-in, don't worry, you're not going to get spammed if you're one of our big shop store owners. But if you sell something, if somebody buys something, you'll get an in-world notification that says who bought it for. So rather than just getting you made 20 Lindens, it'll actually say for what, from whom. And that's kind of it as far as what we did. Lucy, that's not on just yet, so you will see that option, but it's not available just yet. Per store for now, Lucy. Or D. Die. We talked about this last time. Gwendolyn, do you want to see if you can answer Lucy's question there most directly?
Sorry, can you repeat it? I just got pulled away by our IT people for a second.
Where will the option to turn the in-world notifications be specifically? Turn that on and off, the opt-in for that. There you go. Thanks, Gwendolyn. Hey, Grumpity. Welcome. No problem. I just reiterated most of the stuff that was in the blog post, so we've gone over kind of what we did in the last month. Do you want to take it from here on what we're doing going forward? Maybe talk about name change a little? Yeah, you! No, well. Alright, shut it down. We're done. Grumpity doesn't know anything.
Because I didn't say anything, because I don't know anything, but also hi.
Ty, we can potentially do a per item notification. I think right now we just want to see how it goes with per store. And if that turns out to be something that we get a lot of traction on, we'll take it into account.
Did you mention profiles already?
Which version of profiles? I talked about how we have moved it in-house and should be much more stable going forward.
So, partially related is that we're moving away from the web-based viewer and to web-based profiles. Sorry, and moving back to viewer profiles, and we've built an option to link just to the feed. So we'll add that into one of the profiles tabs, and that viewer is going to be in RC soon, and hopefully in release really soon after that. And we will never look back at the horror that was web profiles.
Ever, ever, ever. You weren't alone, Lucy.
Hope the web profiles will still be accessible. We just won't be pointing at them in the viewer. And the option to point just at the profile feed will also be there.
What else can we answer? Go. Yes, Lucy, it's getting very close. Soon. Trademarked.
It's getting close. Yeah, we're doing the work and making sure that things don't break and finalizing some producty decisions.
Let's say moderately soon.
Yeah, I mean, like, not next week for sure. And 3 months is a good estimate with a margin of error of about 2 months. There are still some questions that we need to settle internally, and then obviously the remaining engineering work as well as the front-end stuff, like the UI for it. But we're excited.
That's one of those things we're still working on.
What I can say is it will only be available to premium, and it would be variable between premium and super duper premium in terms of cost. So it will be cheaper for super duper premiums to change their names than for just regularly awesome premiums. It's going to be elite. I just really like saying super duper premium while I still can. Correct. I mean, prime is kind of, yeah, difficult, so I'm pretty sure we're going to stick with elite. Yeah, we are working on a premium plus plus offering, which will be called elite, and I'm really looking forward to rolling that out. Elitist jokes be damned. I'm open to suggestions. The name is like the easiest thing to change, I swear. Premium Plus? Like Disney?
If you pronounce it like plus. Premium plus.
Double Plus Premium? I mean, I would seriously consider Super Duper, but I think it's gonna fail.
It can remain our internal word for it.
Oz has been advocating for Prime, but also not likely. I could put it on a poll, but I'm sure that I wouldn't be able to resist including Bodie McBoatface, and then that would be the one that wins. Demigods, I like that. That's a good one. Yeah, if people make suggestions on their own, then I'm definitely going to get Bodie McBoatface with the highest number of votes. I agree and I understand. See, NR's got it. It couldn't hurt, you're right.
Lucy, yes. If we've done it right, that is correct.
I mean, time will tell, but that's our hope.
I mean, really, the only people who can answer that will be y'all.
Not very. Turns out, lots of complexity. Who would have thought? At least a month after last names. Merchants will not have to be elite. No. Current premium members will remain at the regular premium level.
But they will get a discount on upgrading up to elite. Whatever you've currently paid for premium, you'll just pay the difference.
I expect that yes, there would be benefits to a merchant upgrading to elite. Just one level above that. Although, the way we're building our system, presumably 3 years from now, if the fancy struck us, we could add yet another premium level. Because more complexity is good, right? No, there will not be a weekly elite option, but monthly and annual, yes. All premiums will get name change options, just at different price levels. Wow, I think we struck gold here, Reed.
I know, this is great. We've been talking about premium for a while. We've had this on the books for a bit.
We have been talking about it for a while. Time will tell, Lucy.
Yes, elite will cost more.
Elite will definitely cost more. Well, I mean, otherwise it wouldn't be elite.
I think more is as far as we're willing to go at this point.
Lady Ave, what do you mean grandfathered premiums? The ones with the old stipends? Oh, you will just remain paid up for a year. The regular premium price will not change. And we do not plan to have a quarterly pay option for new premiums or elites, but we will honor the existing ones.
Frankie, I'm unclear what you mean by a website for premium members. Can you clarify? Do you mean like a separate, like either a separate marketplace or a separate secondlife.com that is only for premium? An elite website, if you will. Lucy, you'll only have to pay the difference between the two prices. So you won't have to pay full price if you've already paid up for regular premium.
In fact, there will be a prorate option. Frankie, we do not currently have that sort of a service in the plans, but it's an interesting request to consider. We intend to continue working on the marketplace. Yes. Can't comment on which specific features will happen when. Lucy, I believe that is currently the plan, but this is not the right user group for that question to be answered definitively. We may have to raffle that for the elite members. But
So
are
what I
you
really
sure you really want that, though? I mean...
Yeah, what I really want to know about that is it Linden singing karaoke, or is it karaoke about Linden?
Or is it Linden's forced to listen to karaoke? Because I'm pretty sure that's the one I would price the highest. I
think we should do it.
Next relay for life. I'm gonna auction off Linden karaoke. You got it. Oh my god, that's terrible. I mean, it may be a fair price to pay, but it may lead to such distress that it would bring us to more unscheduled maintenance time. So, I mean, it's a thin line. The marketplace has been around for quite some time now, and I'm pleased to say that the land market is actually looking pretty healthy these days. So while undoubtedly there was an impact, as there was everywhere in the world when a bunch of shopping went onto the web from brick and mortar or virtual brick and mortar, that's not really been a recent concern for us. I think we've struck a balance.
Hope that's very similar to what I was just telling Lucy. We are looking into filters and exclusions. Funny you should mention it. We are working on search right now across all of our properties, but also Marketplace. So yes, stay tuned. More and awesome searching on the way. Our events work continues. It's going well.
There's a larger overhaul of events. That is a longer project, and some smaller changes that are more short term that are coming. Frankie, it's something we've considered a number of times. It's still something that we do consider. But I can't say that we've decided to go forward with it. It's on the table.
Hope we're open to suggestions.
I mean, keyword spam is a problem. Low quality listings in general are a problem because there's no gating mechanism, right? It doesn't cost you anything to list stuff. So what you may find is that the best filing tickets for individual keyword spam is useless because the people who will address that keyword spam are going to be the people who are looking at the flags. So what you might find as a solution that is most effective is limits on merchant listings altogether, which means that there's now a reason not to put out as many low quality listings as you can. Lucy, that's interesting. I don't think I've seen the JIRA for that yet from them. We'll check in. Thanks. Touche, Sonia. Ecom is pretty irreplaceable as well. Actually, even more so. Completely unique. Yeah, I think there's even a Jira for it, right? Right back at you. To be honest, yes, I think there actually is. Cool, thanks. So, right, so that JIRA is accepted, and it's in the queue. We don't have a timeline for it, but we'll get to it. What's your suggestion, Lucy? A proletarian membership? Premium Plus, right. Plus! Premium Plus!
Five-minute warning.
Now that you mention it, I need a penguin bear too. What do you mean we don't want that? Of course we want Illuminati. So yeah, I'll hold on to the bear until I need to make apologies again or something, or make amends, and then I'll send you the Grumpity bear. How's that?
It seems evil.
I know! Illuminati-like.
Would you call it elite?
I don't know. Elite just doesn't, yeah. It doesn't have that same evil ring to it, but no, I guess we could endow it with such.
Or you just have to say it right. Elite.
Oh, established premium. How's that? Entitled.
I mean, that's fairly on the nose.
That's pretty good. And then we can call premium benefits entitlements. And yeah.
Oh boy. I think that's gotta happen now.
Okay, I think we might need to start a marketing user group. Alright, on this happy note, Reed.
I think we're good. Thank you everyone for coming. Really do appreciate it. I like seeing the big turnout.
Thank you all.
We'll be doing this again next month. There will be a blog post up in a few days beforehand to remind you and set the agenda. Please bring your questions, concerns to them. In the meantime, Jira. Say it with love, say it with Jira.
Woo-hoo! You shouldn't discriminate against penguins.
Penguins are people too.
Oh, he doesn't have one either, so...